Okay guys, I'm going to talk about calories just for a second. Just old, boring, snore subject, but I guess I have to cover it again. Guys want you to stop trying to do fat fast and intermittent fasting, but I think I'll label it like, fat fast. A lot of people are doing 80% fat from, let's say, 80 grams of fat. 80% from, or 70%, or 70 grams of fat. Or they'll do fat fast where they're eating 1,000 calories of just pure fat, and a lot of it's from coconut oil, and they produce ketones and get their blood sugar down, and they're like, see, oh my god, I'm in ketosis, it's fabulous. And then all of a sudden they start to develop hypoglycemia or reactive hypoglycemia because they're stressing out their adrenals from eating too little food, not enough animal fat. I'm just saying. So no fat fast, no trying to do 65% fat. It's got to be the freaking 200 grams of fat, 80% fat from 200, right? And you want your protein to be under 100 grams for men and women. Of course, the range is very varied depending on the size of the male, the activity level, the muscularity that you have, the lean mass. So those ranges can be from 65 to 85, maybe pushing 90, depends on the individual and how active you are. With women, it tends to be around 45 to around 55. If you're a tall woman, it can bump up to 60 to 65 grams of protein a day. As well as the vegetables, as long as you keep it to cruciferous vegetables, which is, broccoli, cauliflower, kale, asparagus, cabbage, things of this nature. The only non-cruciferous would be things like mushrooms, which you got to be careful because it is a fungus. And you have to be careful, or you can have the green beans, but the rest of them, like sweet potatoes, and you could have like the spring onions, but the white onions or the red onions, and squash and zucchini, you gotta actually just be careful for, guys. You also have to be careful for the tomato and cucumber because those do not have a lot of fiber. So the rate at which that carbohydrate, especially if your body's addicted to sugar and you're trying to get it to accept ketones and create and make and use viable ketones, then you got to be kind of strict in the beginning. You stick with those bitter cruciferous, the spinach, the greens, the low glycemic carbohydrates, which is the cruciferous family. If you have a thyroid problem, you want to cook. Don't use spinach and kale in a raw salad or shake. Cook that stuff and cook down the goitrogens and the oxalates, salicylates, all these things that can be, these plant chemicals that can kind of exacerbate the problem, especially if you guys have histamine intolerance. So you want to make sure that you start at 200. Now, that's a start. And that doesn't matter if you're 4'11" or if you're a little child, it's obviously going to be, the fat's going to be less. It's going to be under 200, but you want it to be at least 200 for an adult, a full-grown adult. And the taller you are, the more active you are, the more fat that you eat. So some men go up to 300 and 350. But those ranges, they're just ranges. We really want specificity, specifically for the individual. And I can't give you specificity unless I speak to you directly and see where you're at, see where your health is at, see the state of your metabolism. You have to be careful with keto. I want to keep saying that to people. It's not the ketogenic diet's the problem, it's the application of it. If you don't do everything right, like find out if you have histamine issues, which can create hypoglycemia, inflammatory responses, sleep, all those medications can irritate the liver, which irritates the ability to create viable ketones and drop the blood sugar. But that's just a quick video. I want 80, 15, 5. No 65, none of that. You guys can't start fasting until you're fully adapted. It is what it is. People don't understand this is a high-fat diet. This isn't a diet. People keep thinking that intermittent fasting is healthy for your organs, but it's not if you have freaking glucagon, IGF-1, gluconeogenesis, insulin issues, pancreatic issues, adrenal issues. Then that fasting can exacerbate the problem and make you more hypoglycemic or spike your blood sugar. Now, some it works, most it doesn't. Sorry, it just is what it is. You need to chew your food, take time to eat your food, rest and digest. These are the things that people do. They're eating too close to bedtime. They're like going and fasting early in the morning and then going 100 miles an hour in fifth gear of the car, and the body doesn't know how to use ketones yet, so it begins to break down amino acids for fuel. Serious, guys, no joke. So, if you want to learn more, you know what to do. You can go to stephanieperson.com. I'm speaking November 12th in New York City, 2016. go to my site for more information, which is stephanieperson.com. I've already spoken in South Africa, in Cape Town, and in Stockholm, Sverige, in Sweden. And now I'm going to New York, and then I'll be going to Australia to just kind of like wake us all up, give you what I've learned from my, my education is from working with 3,000 people deep in consultations. If you want to learn more about consultations, you can also go to the site. Otherwise, or I've got static plans that have all of my knowledge, not all of it, as much as I can stuff in a document to get you guys started. And I'm about to peace out. And I'm starting workouts and workout plans. So be checking my site for workout plans, because you have to integrate food, meat, exercise, and your body and your mind, and it merges together. So it's time to get more information out there to you guys. So I've got some energy. I'm so stoked, and I love keto. And this is me at almost 50 years of age, all natural. Boom. This is what keto does a body good, right? And it gives you energy, and it protects your telomeres on your DNA. Peace.